Chapter 38. Author's Note. What does everyone think if I end the story?
Please, yes, end the story. End it. Let it end. This story can't end. Yes.
And then I add some more to it after vocation.
Yes, wait until you retire and then add more to it.
Oh yeah, and perhaps stop blaming. If you do not like that story, then take my quiz. Okay, then you will see if you're gothic or not. 11111. Whole bunch of X's. 666. Whole bunch of X's.
No. 6666 this time.
Oh,
it's like
sixes.
one bonus.
Okay, bunch of X's. 6666. Bunch of X's. Well, I guess you need the extra 6 because of Satan, but...
Oh, well, maybe it's the mark of Voldemort.
Dumb?
I almost said Dumbledore.
It's the mark of dumb. 4 6s is the mark of dumb. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it.
That sounds really stylish and appropriate.
On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. I went in it seductively.
Hey, those seats aren't Scotch guarded.
Stan started to drive it.
Stan.
Oh, hell, Stan! We talked about Satanism. Lols, he was named after Satan. I don't think so. Cutting with a K. Music and being gothic. Oh my Satan. Gerard is so fucking hot.
He's not even born yet!
Volksamhor agreed as we smoked some, as in the sum of a number, weed. Cause by guys are hot, they are so sensitive, I love them, lols, goes fuchs a by guy. It doesn't matter if a guy is bi or not, how sensitive he is.
Or how attractive. Because, that one quality does not necessarily make someone attractive. That's like these people get very, very caught up in like these guys. I swear to God, there are these guys that get so caught up in like proving their heterosexuality. I swear, if it has tits and wiggles its butt, it must be the greatest thing known to man.
Yes, apparently.
This is exactly the same kind of thing. It's like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Look a bit less shallow.
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's really all that needs to be considered. Well, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena...
Oh God, Helena again. That's the only song she knows.
Apparently. Must be her favorite song.
Seriously, I want to hear this song now, because apparently it is like the one encapsulating song of their entire career.
No.
I don't want to hear it right now, but
I can go ahead and send you a link and you can watch it when we take a break.
All right. But seriously, it's like, apparently it's referred to so many times that it is the one song that...
Well, it's actually pretty good when you actually look at the music video and the song, and of course it's about his grandmother passing away. Mm. And basically the whole representation of the music video is somebody who's passed away dancing into the afterlife. So it's actually really neat and romantic and, very touching, a tribute to his grandmother.
Kind of not the song, though, that would make you go, yeah, I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it's kind of...
Yeah, not appropriate for what's going on here. So anyway, I had that open. Just whenever we take a break, remind me to give you that link. I said in a flirty voice, "Hey Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Voldemort serum?" Well, he thought, I think, I think you have to drink vampire blood.
Or blood, as the case may be.
Blood. Yes, we're going to sound like with a really shitty accent. I'm here to drink your blood. Anyway, sorry about that bad impersonation.
Why would he even just know this offhand? And wouldn't mentioning it to him kind of?
Yeah.
I mean,
we're not thinking that all that hard.
Yeah, if he's not active as the Dark Lord now.
But I'm sure he's well into the stages of planning it.
Well, still though, I mean, wouldn't it be incredibly dangerous to let on that you know he's Voldemort? Or that, he should know how to cure this or whatever. I mean, it's not like she actually seduced him that much. And he just tells her what the cure for this is. Well, great idea.
Either he realizes she's really fucking stupid, or he is like, what's the word? He is way too sure of himself. Or both.
He may well be that overconfident.
Or he's that stupid too.
I'm just going to go with dumb. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. I think pretty much everybody in this story is incredibly stupid.
Suddenly, Voldemort parked the car behind a black movie. How is that suddenly? That's where you were going. You were going to the movies.
Maybe he just like he was driving the car and then he just like slammed on the brakes and put it in park.
Satan and I walked outside. Well, I would assume so. You got out of the car and went to the theater, in theory. We went into the movie theater where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. No, they weren't. Have you ever seen the movie? In it, a boy and girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came. No!
Yeah, cereal as in breakfast food. Not as in killing one person after another. It's a serial killer, as in he goes and kills Cheerios, I guess.
I wouldn't mind some Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios, that would be good. Better than this story.
What isn't better than this story? We could eat garbage for breakfast and it would be better than this story.
I don't know about you, but I'm not eating garbage. Might suffer through this.
I'm not saying that we should eat garbage. I'm saying that if we did, it would still be more pleasant than this story.
And a serial killer came, lol, because that's funny, seeing some people murdered on screen. Yeah, that's a good time. Yay. Satan and I laughed at the blood, 'cause we're sadists. No.
and fuck you.
That's not what a sadist is. You dumbass. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. Oh no.
Oh,
she has hospital problem. We need to hurry it about this. Or should we just let her die?
When she has an idea, the angels cry.
Yes. Tears of blood. Pooping tears of blood.
Yeah, they poop bloody tears.
I took Satan's Gothic Black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar.
Cigar? I wasn't aware they had that tie-in product.
I took that sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion in it. Okay?
Because he's not going to notice you treating a cigar with potion.
Yeah, he's just right there beside you. I put it back in his black, Emily the Strange bag.
Emil the Strange.
Oh, Emil the Strange. So it's Chaka Conroy the Strange. Hi, Chaka. Sorry we mentioned you in the bad fanfic. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Just because you were screwing around with his bag, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, and you can totally smoke cigars in movie theaters.
Unlit cigars, because we never said anything about him lighting it up.
Good point. Good point.
Black clouds with red pentagrams in the M started to fly around everywhere.
And I'm sure nobody mentioned it or even minded.
OMG 111, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped, 'cause I was afraid he'd noticed. Noticed? Noticed.
Yeah, and then the usher came around and said, "Shut the fuck up! People are trying to watch the goddamn movie."
Mm-hmm. And nobody, guess what? I knew, that the amnesia had worked.
No, it didn't. He remembered your name. He remembered your name. How is that a judgment on your amnesia potion working?
It's not.
Of all the things that you could judge it by, someone he just met, remembering their name, that's kind of stupid.
Yes.
Just kind of stupid here.
Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, 'cause I wanted to use some on you.
What? That doesn't even... No! That's stupid! That's so stupid! I know, I feel like I'm channeling the friend in UHF. You know, that Weird Al film where he lives?
Yeah.
It was above the martial arts training, gym, and you're so stupid! You're so stupid! That's how I feel, right? You're so stupid!
Q, I raised my eyes suggestingly. I think you mean suggestively, but okay. And then he took, I think that's talk.
It's talk, yeah.
Yeah, he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit.
Well, my goodness, right there in the movie theater.
Yes.
And if they weren't getting thrown out before, they certainly are now.
Yeah. I took off his shit. He had 6-pack. Jester, Lick, Gerard Way, 1-1. We Frenched. Excuse me, but you are going to have to leave. 1-1-1 shooted the lady behind us. She was a prep. How do you know this?
Yes, it's a dark cinema, and honestly, I think anybody, whether they're a prep or not, would probably ask you to leave after, let's see, screaming out in the middle of a theater, lighting a cigar and smoking it in the middle of a theater, well, presumably lighting a cigar, and then taking off your clothes and pooping in the middle of a cinema.
I'm not a prep.
Anybody would be justified.
Yeah, I'm not a prep or anything, and I probably would smack the crap out of you and throw your ass out on my own with no provocation from the theater staff because you're a dumb fuck and you're ruining the movie for me.
Honestly, I still consider myself a goth. I would ask them to leave.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you call yourself a goth or a prep or, a emo or new wave or whatever you call yourself, whatever group you identify with, whether it's a punk or a rocker or whatever. You don't poop in theaters.
No.
You don't screw in theaters.
You
and
don't
then
be
poop.
generally an asshole in theaters. You shut the fuck up and watch the movie with everybody else.
Yeah, and you don't smoke a cigar in theaters either.
Fuck you, 1-1, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, sucking all her blood. Good job, asshole.
So you're a murdering bitch. Good job.
Yes,
Wonderful. Let me applaud you here.
No, 1-1 everyone, she screamed. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped guts. Satan and I looked so cute together.
Yeah, they poop themselves because you look cute. Just keep telling yourself that.
And
people often just uncontrollably defecate just because people look cute. That I've seen people go into Sanrio stores and poop flows like water.
Yeah. How? Why would you? Okay, I know this fic is stupid, but I'm going by this fic's logic. If that is a movie for gothic people, then why would there be preps there watching that movie? Why?
Why does anything in this fucking
So how are these guys preps if they're there watching the movie? You just killed some of your own kind and just told yourself they were preps. Dumbass.
Well, pretty much everything she's ever done that is bad in this, that is, rude to someone else or horrible, or like, having someone murdered and then violated their corpse, has been kind of motivated by the fact that she wants to, because she has no flaw. Everything she does is okay, and if you excuse it as them being preps or them defying her in any way, apparently this is the excuse for it.
Yes, I guess. This is what makes her a Mary Sue, people.
Yes, that's definitely what makes her a Mary Sue, and that's one of the really few accurate uses of the term, because people just bandy it around all the time.
Yeah.
A powerful character doesn't make you a Mary Sue.
No.
A likable character doesn't make you a Mary Sue. An unlikable character doesn't make you a Mary Sue. A character who never has any consequences for what they do and justifies it just because they wanted to do it, and never any consequences.
Yep.
Never does anything wrong because it's everybody else that's wrong.
And anything that is wrong, it's downplayed as to it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Or it's completely glossed over as never actually happening, like the aforementioned murder and violation of her friend Raven, who was quickly paved over, brushed under the rug, and never mentioned again.
Let's see. Satan and I started to walk outside. How dressed is she? He took off my clothes. And okay, so she's naked and he's just without his shirt, and they go outside.
Yeah, he did take a shit though.
Yes. Except I don't know if he was wearing pants when we got about to this point. Anyway, so
there's some poop around somewhere. Seems like that always happens in the stories we read.
Yeah. So, oh my God. How did you know? How did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. Because murder gets me hard.
Well, he is the Dark One.
I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car. Seriously? That's not how you spell serious.
Yeah, it's funny that whenever she means actually like seriously, as in, grave, as in,
Yeah.
taking something seriously, she spells it the way that the character would be spelled, and yet she spells his name usually the way like Sirius would be spelled.
Yeah. He gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Where'd you get it from? Your ass? I don't think I would want to drink it if it came from there. Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily.
Maybe she did get it from her ass.
Probably. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think?
You left before the film was over, despite murdering the person who told you to leave.
Yes. Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. He's driving. How do you do that?
Maybe that's why he's kissing passively.
Perhaps. Satan parked in a black driveway next.
Why does everything have to be said to be black? Yeah, it's probably black because it's our fault, but good God.
You're really breaking up.
I'm sorry, it's probably my voice being...
Because all I heard was, why does everything have to be black? It's probably because... And then that's all I heard.
Oh, I kind of trailed off anyway.
Okay.
It's just one of this horribly infuriating story.
Yes.
Everything has to be black. Everything has to be black. Why does it have to be black? Because we're posers.
Yes, that's exactly. We're posers. We're not real goths. We don't know anything about being gothic.
Well, this is gothic, which is apparently
the poser version of being goth, with a proper TH and not an F. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was...
Marilyn Mason.
Oh, I always want to mess that up. Marilyn Mason was playing and started to mosh, lol. Why would you be laughing at that?
Also, Marilyn Mason, if it's in fact Marilyn Manson, was also not around at the time.
Anti-people now you've gone too far. Yeah, us kissed Superstar 1111, screamed Marlon on the stage. We did the devil finger.
We did the what? What is that even supposed to mean?
They mean they did the devil horns with their fingers. Is what they mean. We did
next time, we did the devil fingers.
We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. Well, I would imagine so. You're supposed to be seducing him, but whatever.
Yeah, you're moshing. You're not going to get very far from him.
Yeah. He was so schmexy. He looked at me all emo with his gothic... Oh, we finally said goth correctly. Gothic red eyes. And he looked exactly like Mikey Way.
No, he didn't.
Probably not. I almost got an orgasm suddenly Marilyn Mason stopped singing. I would, as in a tree, like to present
peasant.
I would like to peasant. X black X tier X 1-1, he said. I ran on stage. I thought you were a backup band.
Yeah, a backup band, and there was no scheduling at all.
No, there wasn't.
There was no indication that this was when they were going to do it. But yeah, with no practice, no rehearsal, no working with the other musicians in the band, she's just screwing around with what's-his-face in the crowd, and she gets called up on stage because her band is playing, and she's going to perform well. I know she is. I know she is, and people are going to want to do it with her because she performed so well, despite the fact that she can't possibly have done that.
Exactly. He said, I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. They started to play their instruments. I got on stag.
You sure did, honey. You sure did.
Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. You know, the people who are listening to Marilyn Manson are probably not wanting to hear MCR. Most likely. Just saying. 1-1-1-1-1, I sang. I don't know why you would add the ones in there, but okay.
1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
I do not own the lyrics to that song. Of course you don't. We know that, so shut up. My voice sounded like a pentagram.
Shut up!
between when Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Waugh.
Yeah, sure it did.
Everyone clapped. Satan got an erection.
Erectation?
Yes, erectation.
Is that like an erection where you also lactate? Like what yes, exactly is that? It sounds
that's where
very
you milk the penis.
It sounds very unpleasant.
I'm not okay one, I sang finally.
Yes, we know. We're very much aware of that now. We've been with this long enough.
Oh, you're going to get the best chapter. I'm not okay one, I sang finally. Suddenly, Lucien started playing the song wrong by Mistock. OMFG1 yielded James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucien.
Like, yeah, because professional musicians who are actually, actually professional enough to go on stage and perform in a club as a backup band to a very popular singer.
Yeah.
They don't have the wherewithal to just improvise and gloss over it because you've got to stop right in the middle and accuse your bandmates of playing it wrong, because then that makes the crowd so much happier that you did that.
Yeah. Because
they certainly would have noticed that, even if you hadn't pointed it out. By glossing over it, you would never have had them miss that. It's so professional to just stop everything and bitch out your bandmates in the middle of a song.
You fucking asshole one, James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps, one, Snap said. Come on, it was a mistake, one. Yeah, it's not his fault, one, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, one, because you couldn't recover from it, yelled Samaro. You guys stop, one, I shoot angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight, because that's how professionals act. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife. OMFG no, one, shouted Lucan, but it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm.
With what? His penis?
And then I jumped sexily in front of the bullet, one. No, one, yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly everything went black.
Oh, thank God.
Best chapter.
Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, lols. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series, and I am not the real XXX bloody Reist 6666666. Author's note. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it too, and will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve. And I present to you my crappy part in this story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want. Preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Oh, God.
Worth the pain in the
penny? Satan kneeled down beside me. No, don't die. I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. Wrong, too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Ah!
Oh no! Ah!
Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. Suddenly a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then to everyone's shock it started to incinerate. Oh, thank you, God. When everyone realized what was happening, they immediately celebrated, throwing their arms into the air. Thank you, God, this horrible story is over. Let her die. Let her embrace the black, icy hand of death. Anyway, when everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try and rescue the body, but it was too late. The suit became nothing more than a pile of ashes. Wrong then, but whatever. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing Ding Dong, the Sioux is dead. Well, that is until all the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All of the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is better or worse. Of course, as we have said many times, I don't really very much care for the writing of the actual books, so... So even Inobi's story, I kind of,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony... This is so richly rewarding. So richly rewarding. Oh my God. Down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear.
I don't think there's enough glee in your voice.
Down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. Yeah, this is the world's smallest violin playing a very sad song just for her. Actually, it would probably end up Ode to Joy. A situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, Live your life, written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out that it's from the Erie line, available at American Eagle? Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration there was yet again another polo to replace it. This is unlogical and does not make any sense! Oh, my. Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in his statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrist and mumbled to herself, "Oh my God." End crap fic. Author's note. Oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted so you can read it here.
Yay! You get to read some more.
Oh God. Author's note. Author's note. STFU Preps. Get a lift 111, etc. You suck 11. Oh, and form. Now on, you'll be in vacation in England until
England.
England. If it was England, probably have an E on the end. I don't care. I just don't care.
This is my field of fucks. You will see that it is barren, Molten.
Yes. So I want to be able to update for a while, lols. Thanks to everyone who revoiled, expect the preps who flamed, fuck you one, MCR rule 666111. I woke up in the noises of face on a special gothic coffin. Herr Grid was in the bed opposite me in a coma, because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh, me Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Volksamort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, 1-1, I yielded. Thou hast not killed vampire yet. We're going back to this?
Yes. Because remember, Hacker tried to put amnesia potion in her drink. So we're just going to totally retcon that whole concert movie thing. She's still there in present time.
So all that crap.
Yep.
I'm not sure whether I should be angry or whether I should cry.
Tears of blood.
No, I'm not pooping bloody tears. And I will not rub poo on my face either. Although it might be a more pleasant experience than this.
Perhaps.
Probably. Suddenly he started, he said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood, Al selective. Volksamort, OMFG, what's wrong? I asked.
Why would you give a fuck? It's Voldemort, Volksamort.
Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Everybody's coming.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a giant magical... I can't even think of what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care. I don't care.
It's the sex room. That's what the nurse's office is.
Nurse's a face. Belody, Mary, and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Volksamort disappeared. OMFG, Nobia or alive, screamed Vampire. I hugged him, and Belody Mary, I saw no need to mention the evil entity that had just vanished, which didn't vanish until you actually came into the room, so you should have seen him, but whatever.
But we're blind as bats.
What the fuck happened? I asked Dem. Oh, my Satan, am I licked dead now? I gasped. Chance would be a fine thing. Inobi, you were almost shot, said Sirius. But the ballet could not kill you, since you were formed another time. Then she was shot.
Yes, that's how she survived death, apparently, then.
She was shot, but...
So all that happened, and then somehow it made her go back into the future.
Right, and it had something to do with ballet dances, but we don't know what. But fangs anyway, said Lucian, holding Uti's arm. I gasped he had two arms. OMG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you, I gasped. Which, to be fair, is a lot like James Potter.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, at least that's one character she got right. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy. He was possessed by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. And he was such a fucking poser too, 11, said Lucian. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Which most people probably wouldn't know who they were because they weren't existent yet. Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. So they've been turning tricks to make money to buy you presents.
Mm-hmm. That would explain why everybody was coming.
Yeah, well, at least it's consistent with the rest of the story. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Core Bride in it. On it, when I... This is so awkward. On it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. He has an Anione fucking seen Draco, I asked gothically. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax. Hose of Wax, the famous, I guess that's the porn version, said Professor Trevelry. He doesn't know that better. Anyway, the Norse said, you could get up. Well, who listens to the Norse anymore? Come on. I think they just did. I got up serious-eyedly. Oh, shut up. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was where I don't care, a black leather night gun. Night gun? Under that I had on a 60 black leather bra, trimmed with black lace, with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt. It's a thong. How did it fit that on the butt? It doesn't even have a butt.
I guess on the little elastic that goes around your hips.
And sexy fishnets, that kind hooked on to my thong. If you don't get the idea, massage me, I'll tell you. I think I will just refrain.
Mm-hmm.
I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt. Then why did you put a black fishnet top under a t-shirt? Because nobody's going to be able to see the fact that you have a fishnet top on. A black leather mini dress, skirt, mini-me, with black lace and Congress shoes. Congress shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. Let's celebrate 1-1, gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax, different hose, but probably about the same, with Draco, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves 66611, said Hermione. Hermione! We opened a conman room door sexily. God, stop trying to do things sexily. You're probably about as sexy as a potato.
I was going to say as sexy as a turd sitting on the floor.
Actually, potatoes are probably sexier than Inobi here can manage on any given day, but yeah, you're probably right. Probably about as sexy as a turd sitting on the floor. And then I gasped. Look at your watch. Let me know when enough dots have passed, enough pauses have passed.
So what were you doing today? I've just kind of been goofing around on the internet.
Well, I did some work, but I should have done more. Tried to play a game, wasn't really into it. Have we waited long enough yet?
No.
No, that's a lot of dots.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about having a salad for dinner.
Yeah, I was gonna make some baked chicken, and I don't know what to go with it because we don't really have any vegetables, but I got a little bit of tater left, so I might make those.
I mean, I'm kind of having a craving for noodles with like a poached egg, but maybe I'll just have salad instead because salad's nice. It's
Yeah.
light on the stomach, you know. And I made some cheese dip that I could just have a little bit of that with some
hmm
chips.
Yeah, I made some eggs with cheese and a little bit of bacon earlier. That was pretty good. I
I,
just don't have to, go to the store and pick up a few things.
yeah.
Well, I guess we should get back to the story.
I
Let's
guess.
just screw the time and just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we'd probably be waiting for a few more days if we
Yeah.
waited out all the dots, but anyway. Draco was there doing it with Snap. Oh dear.
Oh
Well, I,
no.
I called this early on.
Yes, she did.
Yes. An unbelievably large sequence of ones. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666. What does it matter? What does it matter? And who is he? Is he Draco? Is he Snap? Who's wearing this black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans? Who is wearing that?
The air.
Okay. You fucking prep. 1-1, we all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us, shouted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. He doesn't have a... No, you don't understand, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of snakes.
Mm.
Out of snakes. What? No shit, you fucking sook, you pippy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock
Where
girl.
did Willow come from?
Well, probably the mortuary again.
Mm.
I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a steak out because apparently we're having a cookout now. I guess she's looking for comfort food.
I'd like a steak. That sounds good.
I can't really,
Partake in that, yeah.
yeah, but if you like that, then be no, screamed Draco. But it was too late. What? Where did he come from? I had slit my wrists. With it, suddenly everything went black again. You cannot die enough, you stupid bitch. Sincerely, an unknown author will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward, aka just a troll with rocks for brains.
Yay! Thank you, troll. We appreciate your hard work. Chapter 40. Lol, someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, this was in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see what the real Terra wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Author's note. STFU preps. Get a lift 111111. You suck 110. And from form form now on. I'll be on vacation in England until late August, so I won't be able to update for a while, lols. Thanks to everyone who reviled. Expect perhaps who flamed fuck you MCR rules 666111.
Wait a minute. This is the chapter I just read.
Yes, it is.
Right.
So the real...
Continue.
Let's see here. Let's see. Idiot's note. Ugh. Okay, I've scrolled all the way down to the end of the chapter. Idiot's note. Ugh. I know, terrible, but then again, this wouldn't be called the worst fanfic ever if not for the fact that the writing standards meet the level of a day-old fetus.
Why even stop there? Why not just say the level of a day-old feces?
So, to give you a break, I shall read chapter 41.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Author's note. To everyone who kept flaming this gets lift, I bet you probably don't know who Gerard Way is, or probably preps and posers 11111. Anyway, someone hacked into me account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating G for a while, but I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. OMFG, Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie 111. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way, though he hosts play Draco.
If you like the actor so much to say how great he looks in the pictures, why do you want someone else to play him?
Because we're shallow and dumb. If you frame ill slit Maurice, please do. 1-1. Raven, Urok, girl, have fun in England. Whole bunch of X's. 666, whole bunch of X's. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when is performed with X Black X Tier X11.
Wait, was that? Never mind.
We're retconning again. I looked around confusedly. It was the nurse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marlon Manson 1111. Just imagine that he is an 80s gothic band too. Okay, 'cause he is more old than Panic at the disco or MCR. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980.
I think that's pretty fucked up. They were probably really high when they did that. That's all I've got to say. That was during their drug experimentation years.
Uh-huh. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again. 111. I screamed loudly. Suddenly,
but not as loudly as Tim was screaming.
Yes. Suddenly, Satan, this is actually Voldemort for photo references. Voldemort was wearing a black leather Jackson.
What is a black leather Jackson exactly?
I think they mean a jacket, but then somehow it makes me think of Michael Jackson. So,
I don't know.
Black tight jeans and fishnet pants.
Fishnet pants?
He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy. 1-1.
An orgy is not something that you have accidentally or incidentally or coincidentally. It's something that requires a lot of planning, actually.
It requires a couple of people, actually.
Yeah, it does require more than just two people standing around in fishnet pants.
OMFG, NOB, are you okay? He asked Gothic Kelly. Yeah, I'm okay. For your information, you're a bitch. I snap sexily. OMG.
You can't snap sexily. That just doesn't work.
No.
That's like farting sexily. It just doesn't happen. Hey, big boy. That's so sexy.
OMG, am I dead? Question mark, cause I remembered I had jumped in front off the bullet from James's gun. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with Snap. 111. I guess that when I had slipped my wrist, I had went back in Tim instead of dying.
That doesn't work.
No. I know you. I know that E is throwing me off.
No, you.
I could go forward in Tim if I found a time toner or the Tim machine.
That's not how time turners work, darling.
No. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came all over his face.
That is so disgusting. Also,
I didn't know cigarettes could do that.
Also, doing something in a way that seems to encapsulate suicide does not really sound to me all that reassuring.
No. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now. Let's go see how Harry's dad is doing.
Yes, I might note that it's not Harry as in Harry, it's Harry as in Hairy. So,
as a hairy butthole.
Yes, which really sort of sums up.
Also, Harry hasn't been born yet. And also, how does Satan know that just because you're a vampire, you can't die from a bullet? And wouldn't she know this because she is a vampire? Shouldn't she be the one explaining it to him?
You'd think so in a decently written story, but not here.
No. I know that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet was
the ballet
was cause I was from the future. WTF, James almost shot Lucius. I said indigoly.
Indigoly? Did you turn blue?
Yes. She's holding her breath like a stubborn little brat. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know that. No, I knew. For once, you're doing something smart and shutting up.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Satan reasoned evilly.
It's not really evilly.
No. I guess that's okay. He shot at him. That's not okay.
That's definitely not okay.
I said because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I knew that Lucian would, as a tree again, now have 2 arms instead of 1. Because that's not how being shot works. Just because you get shot doesn't mean I have to amputate something. That's when you get a massive infection. Or the limb is dead because of blood loss or something like that. Anyway. Let's see. Instead of 1, I walked seductively, quack quack, outside with Satan. Sudden I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. How do you know he's bi? You just saw this dude.
Maybe he was doing it with 2 people at once. I don't know.
1. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks.
Bleached? That's wonderful.
With black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black eyeliner, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with. Wait, what?
Not quite.
I'm not the kind of person to remember who's in what band, but I don't think it's Billy Joel. I don't think. I'm not sure. With blonde hair since it was the 80s.
What?
Showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because having blonde hair was stylish in the 80s. And so he had to have blonde hair. Idiot. Black Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexy like Gerard Way in the video for I don't three you lick I did yesterday.
That's not even English.
This whole entire story isn't English.
That's true.
And you could see a black tear on his face like the when in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and graphically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, 'cause I didn't know him.
You're an asshole. Shut up. Just shut up. Someone needs to slap her across the face and throw her in the moat.
Well, we can arrange that.
I wish we could.
This is Hedwig. Let that seep in. This is Hedwig.
Oh, eat a bag of dicks.
Well, she's not eating anything nutritious, so she might as well.
I hope he vomits a bowl of bones on you.
This is Hedwig 11, said Voximort. He used to be in X-Black X-Tier X2, but he had to drop out 'cause he broke his arm. 'Cause that's why you drop out of a band, not because you can't work with some assholes or you have a better opportunity ahead of you, but because you broke your arm. And they can't wait 6 weeks for you to recover, because they're dumb like that. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. Lo, hi, Nob. Satan didn't introduce you to him yet. He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair a magical creature.
That sounds contagious.
He was humming, "Welcome to the black party" under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay?
No, I won't. No, you can forget it. You have used up all of your willing suspension of disbelief long before now.
This is angry Hushicho mode.
Indignant Hushicho mode.
This is Hushicho does not give a fuck. He will fuck you all up. Bye, I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. You just said that.
Yes.
He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up. Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. I also used to be a giant snow owl. And I think was a girl.
I think Hedwig was actually a male owl, but he was still an owl.
Yeah. I don't know, but anyway. This is something I'm going to have to look up later. Like, was Hedwig a girl? I don't know. OMFG, I can get... Wait, what? Oh, I was confused for a minute. OMFG, I can get you back together.
Maybe if you do look it up, you'll find out that J.K. Rowling did something else exploitative and sensationalistic and made Hedwig like a transsexual or a gay owl or something else that had nothing to do with anything that she desperately tried to apply to the story in a desperate bid to remain relevant. We might find that out later. Prepare yourself.
Yes, Hedwig is female.
Oh well.
A pretty owl. Anyway. I can get you back together. I said fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket.
Oh God, no! Please don't, no.
Black coot is what we aim for studio iPod that I could take videos with.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I think she means a cute black video iPod that she could take videos with. The rest of that sentence, I don't know what she's trying to say. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass. Okay, you can forget about your class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great.
Yeah, but you know what? You just fucking met him. He may not want to go with you and blow off his glass just for some daffy bitch that he's just run into.
Well, of course he does, because it's this story. It's My Immortal. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys.
No!
Just check off right now.
If you see her taking down her pants, run. Don't walk.
You don't know what she could be contaminated with.
Everything.
Be safe not to find out. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him.
Well, I don't blame him.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire Now 1.
The children we haven't even conceived yet are not going to be friends. This is how we're explaining it.
Yes. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro. Snape agreed, but I know he was lying cause it had been his fault. James had almost shot Lucian.
Right, because he was possessed by himself.
Yes. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. Me plan was working out great.
Your plan was not working. You don't even have a plan! You don't even have a plan! You're pulling it out of your ass! You're pulling it out of your ass as you go, and you're pretending that it's some sort of plan.
We're using our shit as Play-Doh.
That would be more of a plan than what she has.
Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him.
Because that was a big priority for you after you had sex with him in a theater.
Well, we made out. We did actually have sex. Now Vampire's dad would, as a tree, never die, and okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out.
She didn't ask them if they even wanted to. They're not even together. And I mean, really? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's just...
I said, and I started to film them with the iPod.
You are disgusting. You are a disgusting...
Do you need a hug? Cool, said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily.
I cannot believe I just heard that. I cannot believe you just read that.
I did. We watched...
That is something I never thought I would hear in my life.
We watched as T-Day started to take each other's clothes off sexily.
Because you can just do that in the Great Hall of Hogwarts. You can just do that.
Yeah, just have sex in the middle of the Great Hall in front of everyone. I'm sure the teachers would appreciate that too. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched cause they were probably by. I know Snape was by.
Yeah, because he was doing it with your boyfriend that you conveniently forgot about, apparently.
Oh my fucking god. Voldemort, screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort.
Why does everything revolve around guns in this story?
Because we're special. I'm curious as why Hedwig knows he's Voldemort when he hasn't announced himself as Voldemort yet.
Yeah, well, don't think too hard on it. She didn't.
No. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came the Dumbledore, Mr. Norris. 11111.
Why would Mr. Norris even be with him? Was that just the only other staff member that she knew?
Isn't Mr. Norris a cat? Or do I have that confused?
Oh, wait, you're right. It's Miss Norris. Mrs. Norris. Wait.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, okay. Because I think Mrs. Norris is the cat.
What a pretty kitty.
And then there's like...
Yes, it's a cat.
Yeah, the custodian is Mrs.
Filch.
Norris. Yes, Filch. Yeah, so who the hell is Mr. Norris? Presumably a cat.
He's a pretty kitty cat. Looks like Izzy. If Izzy was brown. Meow.
I would need to get some more water, but I'll be right back. We're almost done with this turd.